Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well and welcome to the platform of CodeChef. Today we're going to be solving the problem 3 elements. The difficulty level for this problem is cakewalk and the prerequisites required are your basic sortings. So this is your educator Ansh and I hope you like my video. Let's proceed to the problem statement. Okay, now let us try and understand the problem statement. 3 elements. Given an array of a1 till n with n positive integers, you can select any 3 different indices I, j, k and sum the values of ai, aj and ak. You need to output the maximum sum that you can make by selecting some values of I, j, k. Right? So basically what the problem statement is saying that given an array of a integers or basically given an array A of n integers, what you have to do is you have to select any 3 distinct indices I, j and k such that you can obtain the sum of ai plus aj plus ak, and then the question is saying that you have to select the indices in such a way that the resulting sum of ai plus aj plus ak is as maximum as possible. Let's try to understand this using the sample test cases. So here I can select these 3 indices so that the resulting sum is nothing but 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 7 plus 2 9, and this will be the maximum sum obtained. Similarly, for this case I can choose the indices 2, 1 and 1. In that particular case my answer will be nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is 4, and that is the maximum sum possible, right, by choosing these 3 distinct indices. So now what the approach for this problem statement becomes? So the approach for this problem becomes simple. What we can do is we can sort our array. So basically we can sort our array a dot start comma a dot end, and what we can do is after sorting the array in ascending order, I know that my highest values, or since we want to get our answer as maximum as possible, then we should choose as high values as possible. After sorting the array, I know that the last values of the array, so basically say this is my array of a1, a2 up till, so this is my a of n minus 3, a of n minus 2 and a of n minus 1. Since I have to choose only 3 indices, what I can do is in the sorted array, I can choose my last 3 elements because those will be the maximum, right? So in my sorted array, those 3 elements will be the maximum possible. So after sorting the array, our answer becomes simple but nothing but third last element plus second last element plus my last element. And yes, this becomes the approach to solve this particular problem, right? So now you'll get a complete understanding of this particular approach when you see the coding section. So let us proceed to the coding section. Okay, now let us try and understand the code for the following problem. So here I entered all my header files necessary. Then in my main function, I initialize t as my test cases and p just to print that output according to the output format of that particular case. Right? Now, for each of my input, I took input as the number of test cases. Then, for each of my test cases, I took input of n. Firstly, I initialized an integer n, and then I took input of n according to the input format. Then I initialized an array of length n, and then I traversed in my loop of n and took input of array according to the input format. Then, as we discussed in the approach section, firstly we'll sort our array. After sorting an array, we can just simply print the entire answer as nothing but the sum of my last element plus second last element plus third last element, right? And this way we can just print our answer according to the output format and then increment a counter for that case. So let's run our code on the sample test cases to see whether our code is working perfectly or not. So as you can see, we got the exact output according to the output format. Now let us submit our code and see whether our code is working correctly or not. Okay, so as you can see, we got the correct answer for the following problem. And yes, this becomes a valid approach to solve this particular problem, right? So now let us discuss what mistakes people can make in this particular problem. So I think this problem was quite basic and just sorting the array. If this particular observation is clear of sorting the array and taking the last 3 elements, there are high chances of making mistakes in this particular problem as the code for this problem is quite simple, right? There's the learning you get from watching my video. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.